dot beside it. So this very first one on that line, the half note with a dot beside it. Do you see that on your paper?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what the name of that note is?
Dotted half note.
It's just called a dotted half note. That's exactly right. And the dot adds half of the value of the note. All right? The note is worth 2 beats. What is half of 2?
1.
1. All right, 2 plus 1 equals 2 plus 1 equals 3. And so a dotted half note, the dot adds half the value of the note, is worth 3 beats. And beside that, we've got a dotted quarter note, a dotted eighth note, and a dotted 16th note. Below that are rests. R-E-S-T-S. Rests. There's times when a singer in a choir doesn't sing. They are to be at rest. And so the rest that is on top of the line, that's called a half rest. This is a whole rest, a quarter rest, an eighth rest, and a 16th rest. Those are times that you're just at rest. You're not singing or playing. You're at rest. Now, the next page is the one we're going to work on a little bit right now. The next page that I want you to look at, rehearsal A. This is actual rhythmic dictation. And if you join the Navy to be a Navy musician, you're going to sit in a classroom and you're going to work on stuff just like this, rhythmic dictation. I'm going to do rehearsal A. I want you to look at the music and listen as I count and clap the rhythm on rehearsal A. It goes like this. Ready? Listen. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Did you see what I did? Did you sort of follow along? I appreciate how hard you're trying to learn this, ladies. Let's try. Put your music in your lap, and let's try. We're using professional counting. Let's try rehearsal A. Everybody in the room, let's all try it. Mom and Dad tried it. The ladies tried it. All of us tried it. Rehearsal A. I'll count out loud, and I'll clap, and you try to clap the correct rhythm with me. Rehearsal A. Ready? Begin.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and.
Yeah. Why do we only clap 2 times in the last measure? Well, because there's only 2 notes. And each of those notes get 2 beats. Let's try rehearsal A again. All right, let's try it. Ready, begin.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
If you got it right, would you raise your hand? Did anybody get it right? Oh, Mom and Dad both got it right. Yeah. And the girls are trying, and they're mostly right. We're going to try it one more time. We might try it several more times, but we're going to try it one more time right now. Then we're going to look at rehearsal B. Rehearsal A. Ready, begin.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
Now rehearsal B has the exact same kind of notes, but they're in a different order. Rehearsal B. Let me do rehearsal B. You look at it and listen and see if I get rehearsal B correct. Everybody look at your music and listen. Ready? Listen. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right. Are you ready to try rehearsal B? Oh, people are ready to try. That's great. Rehearsal B. Ready, begin.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and.
Yeah. Now, before I continue on, I want to show you how when I taught classroom music to kindergarten and first grade, little children, rather than using professional counting like we just did, we had a special thing we did. Let me show you on the board first how we did that. We have a way to erase this faster. Oh, I've got a tiny little eraser here, I suppose. Okay, we've got a few
There's a Kleenex.
minutes, I can get this erased. Let me erase it faster, but you don't have to do anything. I'm going to give you, thank you, want to just come up here and help me erase it. We'll show you all this rather fun kids way of counting. It's not professional per se, but it does work. On whole notes, we say this: ta, ah, ah, ah. Try it with me. Ready? Begin. Ta, ah, ah, ah. Well, that's pretty easy. On half notes, we do this. Ta, ah. Try it. Ready?
Ta, ah.
That's pretty easy. On a quarter note, we just say ta. Now on 2/8 notes, when we have 2/8 notes, each of those just get a half a beat each. And so we say the little syllables T-T.
T,
Ready?
T, T.
Yeah. All right, what about even 16th notes? Because we're going to have those soon. And each of these 16th notes only get a quarter of a beat each. And so we got some special little syllables that we use on them. It's teary-teary, 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 teary-teary.
Terry,
Ready? And
Terry, Terry.
yeah. Ta, ah,
Ah, ah. Ta, ah. Ta. T, T. Terry, Terry.
Yeah. And there's variations. You know, if you've got the one that gets 3 beats, it's ta, ah, ah. And I'll show you a few more as we go. Let's go back to rehearsal A and see if we can use our fun system of counting. Let me do rehearsal A with our fun system. Not professional system, but fun system. Rehearsal A, look at your music. I would do it this way using fun counting. Ta,
Ta, ta, ta. T, 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 ta. T, T, ta. T, T, ta, ah. Ta, ah.
Yeah, let's all try. Let's try to count. Let's try to do it. Yeah, pretty good. Rehearsal A, ready, begin. Now,
Ta, 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 ta. T, 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 ta. T, T, ta. T, T, ta, ah. Ta, ah.
oh, yeah. Rehearsal B, let's just go ahead and try. It starts on T, T, ta. Ready, begin.
T, T, ta. T, T, ta. Ta, ta. T, 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 ta. Ta, ta, ah. Ta, 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 ah.
Okay, rehearsal C with our fun counting. Let me do it for you. Look at your music. And I'm going to try to get all those syllables correct. Rehearsal C goes like this. Teary, teary, tee, tee, teary, teary, ta, ta. Teary, teary, tee, tee, teary, teary, tee, tee, ta, ta, ah. Now, teary, teary is pretty fast. Teary, teary, yeah. Teary, 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 teary. Yeah, rehearsal C. Let's just try it. Let's just try it. Ready, begin.
Terry, Terry, T, T, Terry, Terry, ta, ta. Terry, Terry, T, T, Terry, Terry, ta, 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 ah.
Now, I'm going real fast, teaching you a lot of things fast. Because typically, rehearsal A and B, I would on the board in a classroom, and
classroom music, take 20 minutes on rehearsal A and B, and I'd make different groupings of them. So we're going real fast, but we're recording this so that you can do it again in the future. Rehearsal D, I want to get through all of the lessons so that you can have it on recording. So we're on rehearsal D. Now there's something different about rehearsal D. There's something different. On rehearsal A, it's in 4/4 time. Does everybody else see on rehearsal A a 4/4? Do you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Rehearsal B, 4/4. Rehearsal C, 4/4. But rehearsal D is what kind of time meter?
3/4.
It's 3/4. That top number 3 means there's only going to be 3 beats in every measure. And those bar lines divide the music up into what we call measures. Rehearsal D goes like this. Look at your music and listen. It goes like this. Rehearsal D. Ready? Listen. Tiri, tiri, ti, ti. Tiri, tiri, ta. Ti, ti, tiri, tiri, ti, ti, ta, ta. Yeah. Are you ready to try it? Yeah, we may as well try it. Rehearsal D. Ready, begin.
Tiri, tiri, ti, ti, tiri, tiri, ta. Ti, ti, tiri, tiri, ti, ti, ta, ta.
Yeah. Now rehearsal E. That very first system, it's called a system, the very first group of 3 notes. Oh my, that's different than anything we've done so far. What is it? Well, it's this system right here. It's an 8th note hooked to 2 16th notes. The first note just has the 1, this is called a beam. B-E-A-M. That on the side is called a stem, but that across the top is called a beam. And the first one just has 1 beam, but these notes here, they've got 2 beams. And so they're 16th notes with an 8th note. Okay, so how do we do that? Like this. I'm going to do it in slow motion. Rehearsal E, look at your music, and listen how we use our fun counting on rehearsal E. It goes like this. Ready? Listen. T, tiri, ta. Tiri, tiri, ta. Ta. T, tiri, ti, ti. Tiri, ti, ta. Tiri, tiri, ta. Ta. Yeah. T, tiri. This is counted T, tiri. I'm going so fast. I don't know if you're really consuming this or not. This is all of it's pretty tricky when you get this complicated in the rhythms. But it's very important to play or sing with precise rhythm. You're supposed to execute the music with very precise rhythm. Music's kind of complicated, isn't it? But it's very orderly. It's very organized. Like the Bible. Let's think about the Bible. How many testaments are in the Bible? Is it 1 testament, 2 testaments? Does anybody know?
2.
There's 2. What are the 2 testaments?
New and Old.
We just call it the Old Testament and the New Testament. All right, so the Bible is divided up in the Bible, 1 Bible, divided up into 2 testaments, and it's divided up into how many books?
Please remember.
63.
No, it's not 63. It's a little bit more than 63. I wonder if the pastor of this church knows. I think I'll ask him. How many books, Pastor, are in the Bible?
66.
66 books. So the Bible's organized too. In fact, there was a man who helped organize the Bible into chapters and verses. There's 1,189 chapters in the Bible. And the man did it, a lot of the work, do you know this? He did it while riding on a horseback. Right on a horse, he's there working on where to divide the chapters. You know, doing that while you're on a horse is pretty
pretty amazing. He overall did a very good job. I've heard some people complain how he divided up certain chapters. So maybe it wasn't perfect, but he did a good job, and I'm thankful for it. So as the Bible is very organized, God is the author of music too. He's the creator of music. And God himself is very musical. All right, let's go all the way back to rehearsal A. Let's go back to rehearsal A. And we're going to try doing rehearsal A first with our fun counting, and then we're going to do professional counting again. Rehearsal A. Everybody try with me with our fun counting. I hope you can remember how we do it. Rehearsal A. Ready, begin.
Ta, 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 ta. Ti, ti, ta, ti, 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 ta. Ti, ti, ta. Ti, ti, ta, ta,
Pretty good. All right, this time, I'm going to just let you count, and you clap, and I'm just going to clap with you. I'm not going to count. I'll get you started, but you people have got to do the counting. Rehearsal A, ready, begin.
ta, 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 ta. Ti, 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 ta. Ti, ti, ta. Ti, ti, ta, ta.
Woo, that's good. Now with professional counting, 1 and 2 and 3. Let's try rehearsal A with professional counting. Ready, begin.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and.
Have you ever heard the word tempo? Heard the word. What does it mean? It means speed, the rate of speed. Rhythm does not mean the rate of speed. No, rhythm is a relative term to each, because let me do this at 2 different rates of speed. Everybody look at rehearsal A, and I'm going to do it largo, L-A-R-G-O, which is a very slow tempo. Rehearsal A, no one clap but Brother Foxx, but everybody look at the music. Rehearsal A, largo tempo. Ready, begin. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. It's pretty slow, isn't it? Sometimes we have slow music. There's another time tempo named presto. 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 That sounds fast. It is fast. Rehearsal A, presto. Ready, begin. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So you can do these at different tempos, but it has to have a steady impulse. I've noticed some musicians that during a song, they'll speed up and slow down, speed up and slow down, speed up and slow down when they're not supposed to. You're supposed to keep the pulse steady. If it's a quick tempo or if it's a slow tempo, it needs to stay steady. So we're really working at keeping it steady. We're on rehearsal B and we're going to try to keep it a steady tempo. A moderate tempo. Rehearsal B, ready, begin.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and.
Now, are you watching your music? You got to look at the music to know when to clap. I think you were looking at me to see when I was clapping, so that you could clap at the same time, which is a fun thing to do, but it's not going to help you learn. Now, let's use our fun counting on rehearsal B. So try to look at your music. Try to learn your music, your rhythmic dictation. Everybody look at your music. Rehearsal B with our fun counting.
Ready, begin.
One, two,
and
three, and four, and one, and two, and three, and four, and one, and two, and three, and four, and one, and two, and three, and four, and.
I said we was going to use our fun counting,
You did.
and I used professional counting.
You did.
Okay, let's do the fun counting this time. I just realized I did that. Rehearsal B. Ready, begin.
T-T-ta, T-T-ta, ta, ta, T-T-ta, T-ta, ta, T-A, ta, ta, ta.
Pretty good. Rehearsal C. I've not done rehearsal C with professional counting for you, so I want to do that now. Rehearsal C with professional counting goes like this. 1 and a 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The first beat of rehearsal C, the first beat has 4 notes, 4 16th notes. Each of those 16th notes just get a quarter of a beat. And so we counted 1 E and a. 1 E and a, 1 E and a 2 and 3 E and a 4 and 1 and 2 E and a 3 and 4 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and. With professional counting, I know it's too hard, but let's try it anyway. Rehearsal C, let's just go ahead and try it. Rehearsal C, professional counting. Ready, begin.
1 E and a 2 and 3 E and a 4 and 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and a 4 and 2 and 3 and 4
It's the
and.
wrong thing.
Yeah.
It was on D.
Now let me show you some of the more complicated ones on the next page. Okay, rehearsal H. Rehearsal H. The very first note is a dotted 8th note, which gets 3/4 of a beat. And it's hooked, it's got a beam to a 16th note, which gets 1/4 of a beat. So how do we count that? Well, professional counting on rehearsal H goes like this. Look at your music and listen. Rehearsal H, ready, listen. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4 and. Our fun counting, the way we do that, here's my pen. Our fun counting with the dotted 8th note, 16th, we use timbre. Timbre. And here's, when I taught classroom music to first graders, Pastor, I was having to try to figure out ways. When you've got 30 minutes with first graders trying to teach them rhythm, you have to become creative at times to help them understand. So, Pastor, this was the only idea I came up with. I told the students to imagine a man who had a peg leg. A leg that is made out of wood. It's just a peg leg. Got one real leg and one peg leg. Like pirates sometimes have peg legs. Restless peg leg syndrome. And I said, kids, it's kind of like this. This one's going to do most of the work, but that peg leg does a little bit. So it's like this. You got your good leg, you going ta, 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 ta. So 3/4 like this. Timbre, timbre, timbre. Yeah, the timbre, timbre. Because you've got 3/4 of the time on this note and only 1/4 of the time here. So this one is 3 times as long as that one is. So rehearsal H with our fun counting goes like this. Just look at the music, follow along the music, follow along, and listen. Fun counting, rehearsal H. Ready, listen. Tim, 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 ta, Tim, I want you to look down at rehearsal K. There's something else on rehearsal K. Well, what's on rehearsal K? It's not in 4/4 time.
6/8.
It's in 6/8 time. Now that brings up a big, brand new conversation. All right. All that we've looked at so far was either in 4/4 time or was in 3/4 time. The 4 on the bottom was the same. The 4 on the bottom means a quarter note gets one beat. Oh, there's something here. Oh, 6/8 time. That 8 is exactly double the size of 4. And so in 6/8 time, it doesn't take a quarter note to get one beat. It only takes an 8th note to get one beat. And often we refer to songs that are in 6/8 time as being in compound time meter. Rehearsal K, professional counting would go like this. Look at your music. Now each of these 8th notes gets one beat. So rehearsal K goes like this. Look at your music and listen. Ready? Listen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's an entire different feel to music than 4/4 time. Rehearsal K. I'm going to do it one more time, then we're going to try it together. Rehearsal K, everybody listen one more time. Look at it and listen. Ready, listen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's try it. Ready, begin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Last night we sang a song. The second song of the service was in 6/8 time. What was the song? Burdens are lifted at Calvary. Days are filled with sorrow and care. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Da 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 da. Dee da 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 da. Do you know what page Burdens are lifted at Calvary is on?
I'm looking for it.
I see Miss Audrey's looking for it.
305.
305. Look at it. 305. It's written by a man named John Moore. I think John Moore may have passed away then. I met him one time. I met him in Florida. He lived in Canada. I was doing a meeting in Florida and he showed up. He was in the back of the auditorium, so I went back there. I said, my name is Byron Foxx. He said, my name is John Moore. I said, oh. I said, that's interesting. I said, my favorite chorus was written by a man named John Moore. He said, what's your favorite chorus? I said, Burdens are lifted at Calvary. He said, well, I wrote that song. He was about 80 years old when I met him. Do you see what time meter it's in? 6/8 time. So, Pastor, if you want to know how to conduct 6/8 time in compound time meter, the way we conduct that song, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's really just 1, 2, 3. You come to a stop here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. Days are filled with sorrow and care. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. 1, 2. You really got two systems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. 1, 2. You know, it's like the pendulum swings up there. Da, 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 da. Da 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 dee da 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 dee dee da 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 la 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 dee da 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 dee da da da. Yeah, that song's also in 6/8 time. We have a song in our book called Blessed Assurance. It's not 6/8 time. It's 9/8 time. Yeah, that means there's going to be 9 beats in every measure. But the 8th note still is 1 beat. So 9/8 time, you would conduct it like this. On Blessed Assurance, it starts on a pickup. Blessed assurance. Say, blessed assurance, Jesus is mine. Oh, what a foretaste of glory dear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Dun, 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 dun. Dee, da, da, dee, da, 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 da. Dee, da, da, da. Did you find it?
This one's 6/8 time.
What song is it? Oh, Say But I'm Glad? Yeah, what is the first words of that song? There is a song in my heart today, something I never knew. Now, you see how different 6/8 time feels than 4/4 time? And I try, Pastor, when I choose songs for a service, I try not to have all of the songs in the exact same time signature. I try to vary, V-A-R-Y. I try to vary the time signatures. Why? It adds variety to the service. Now, last night when we were singing, what did we open with? To God be the glory? I think that's what we started with. To God be the glory, great things He hath done. That's 3/4 time. Da ba dee da 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 da. That feels a lot different. To days are filled with sorrow and care, hearts are lonely and drear. And then the last song we did last night.
79.
The last song we did last night was Shall We Gather at the River? Shall we gather at the river? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. So we had 3 different time meters last night. I try to do that when I'm selecting songs. That's just one of several things. I try to have different themes to the songs. I try to have different tempos. I try to have different keys. The key that the song is in. And then there's certain songs that make great openers, and there's certain songs that do not make great openers. Rock of Ages is a wonderful hymn, but it's not a great opener. It's just too slow. It's just not the style that you typically want for your opening hymn. So there's a whole philosophy behind, how we choose the hymns. And part of it is this, our rhythmic dictation, our time meters, all this comes into play. The Bible says, play skillfully with a loud noise. Yeah, nothing wrong with loud music. Nothing wrong with it. But it needs to be skillful if possible. As skillful as possible. And so that's our lesson today on rhythmic dictation. We can stop the recording and then we'll